Boys and girls, please write your first name, last name, and date at the bottom of your Scholastic News. Hey there, baby bear! In November, you read about how 3 animals got ready for the winter. It's springtime at last! What are the animals up to now? Make sure you write your first name, last name, and date at the bottom of your Scholastic News. Welcome back, spring! 3 animal families say hello to springtime. As you read, think about how the animals are alike and how they are different. Bears welcome spring. A big grizzly bear pokes its head out of a cave. The bear has been hibernating all winter. It yawns and stretches. Then it turns and peeks back into the cave. What's moving around in the dark? It's 2 little bear cubs. They were born in the cave this winter. They've never seen the sun. The big bear is their mom. The bears are hungry. Mom leads the cubs to a stream full of fish. The cubs will learn to catch fish to eat. Last winter, Mom ran into a nosy goose here, but this spring it's quiet. One cub sniffs at a squirrel in a nearby bush. The scared squirrel runs off in a flash. Poor curious cub. That squirrel didn't want to be friends. Geese welcome spring. Last winter, when the air got cold, the Canada goose family flew south to a warmer place. They're still there, and their family is growing. A few weeks ago, the mother goose laid 8 eggs. Now they're hatching. Crack, crack! Fuzzy baby geese, called goslings, are breaking out of the eggs. The goslings are covered in soft feathers called down. The down keeps the goslings warm, but they can't fly with these soft feathers. So for now, the goslings are eating and growing. Soon they will molt. Their down will fall off, smooth, long feathers will grow in. These feathers are great for flying. At last, the goslings will learn how to fly like their parents. By the end of the spring, the whole goose family will fly north together. Look out, bears and squirrels, the geese are coming back. Squirrels welcome spring. In the winter, the bears were asleep and the geese were away. But the squirrels were awake and active all winter long. They cuddled up in nests inside trees to stay warm. They only came out when the sun was shining, and they had babies called kits. Food was hard to find during those cold months. It's a good thing the squirrels had plenty of nuts and acorns in their nests to snack on. Now spring is finally here. The squirrels have come out of their nests. They're exploring the world outside. The kits are learning to climb trees and find food. The squirrels chatter loudly when another animal gets too close, like a big scary bear or a loud Canada goose. But there's no need to fight. There's plenty of food for everyone in the warm green springtime. By Blair Rainsford. How have these animals grown and changed since winter? Go online and compare this issue with Splash Chomp Yum from last November. A cub gets a ride on its mom's back. Hold on tight. This gosling can't fly yet, but it's trying. Two squirrel kits share a snack. Yum! Use this chart to compare and contrast the animals you learned about. So we have the animals, where it goes in the spring, and one thing its babies learn. You need to use what you learned on pages 2 and 3 in your Scholastic News to help you fill in the missing parts. So our first animal is bear. Where it goes in spring, it leaves its cave and goes outside. One thing its babies learn, go back in your Scholastic News, go to the section on bears and learn and find out what the babies do. Write it on this line. For the goose, you have to find out both things, where it is in the spring and one thing that the babies learn to do. The squirrel, we need to fill in where it goes in the spring. One thing the babies learn is they learn to climb trees. All of the missing information can be found on these pages. So that was question 1. Question 2, which animal goes north in the spring? Is it the bear, the goose, or the squirrel? Which one goes north? Question 3, what do baby geese learn to do? Do baby geese learn to climb trees, catch big fish, or fly? What does a baby goose learn to do? Question 4, what is one thing all baby animals do in the spring? Do they all go swimming? Do they all learn to do new things? Or do they all leave their cave? What is one thing all baby animals, meaning all bears, goose, and squirrel baby animals, do in the springtime? Swim, learn new things, or leave their caves? Bonus, each animal babies are called something different. Write their names. So what is the baby bear called? What is the baby goose called? And what is the baby squirrel called?
Spring babies. It's springtime. The sun is shining. Flowers are blooming. Bees are buzzing. And baby animals are being born. Baby bears are being born. Baby beavers are being born. Baby bison are being born. And baby bunnies are being born. Some of these babies look just like their parents, only smaller. And some babies don't look anything like their parents at all. Look at these babies. They have tiny, fuzzy, gray feathers called down. They also have black bills. When they grow up, they will change into beautiful adult swans. They will grow brilliant white flying feathers. And they will have bright orange bills. You'll have to look closely to see this baby. It's a fawn. These baby deer have white spots on their brown fur. The spots help camouflage them. This protects them by helping them hide from predators. When they grow up, they won't have spots anymore. They won't need to hunt as much because they will be fast and strong. The adult males will grow large antlers. In springtime, baby animals aren't just busy growing and changing. They are busy doing lots of other things too. The warm spring air makes it a fine time for exploring habitats and finding food. So some are busy swimming, and some are busy climbing, and these babies are busy eating, and these are busy playing. Springtime is a busy time for babies. Can you remember some of the baby animals you saw? What were they doing? Talk about it. See you soon.
Boys and girls, you're going to read and think. You need your issue of Scholastic News. As you read, stop and answer the questions below. So, go back and start reading the article. Stop when you get to Geese Welcome Spring. What do the cubs learn to do in springtime? So, in our Scholastic News, you need to read and then stop at Geese Welcome Spring. The question is, what do the cubs learn to do in spring? And you need to start with a capital, answer the question, cubs need to learn to, and then a period. Question 2, read Geese Welcome Spring, then stop. So in your Scholastic News, you're now reading the Geese Welcome Spring section. Stop when you get to Squirrels Welcome Spring. When will the goose family fly north? Again, start with a capital. The goose family will fly north. Don't forget a period. Read Squirrels Welcome Spring, then stop. How did the squirrels stay warm in winter? The squirrels stay warm in winter by, what are the baby squirrels learning to do? Both are from the Squirrels Welcome Spring section. The baby squirrels are learning to use your issue of Scholastic News to help you find these answers. Correct spelling is expected if it's in your Scholastic News, and don't forget your first name, last name, date before you hand it into the finished work bin.